Happy December, my stitching friends. This is Laura from Stitching by the Shore. If you've not been here before, this is a channel about cross stitch and some paper crafting, mostly cross stitch, but I've been doing some more paper crafting thrown in with the stitching. So it's been a lot of fun to combine the two. It is December, and December in the cross stitch world has lately meant things like Flossmas or Vlogmas or Stitchmas, whatever the name may be. I had no plans on doing that. You know I'm not a huge planner. And this is just I'm just winging this. So we'll see how it goes. But I've been watching in the past couple weeks people's videos, and they've been talking about what they wanted to do for Flossmas. And it got super exciting. And then today, a bunch of videos have come out. I've watched some. I have not watched all yet. I have a nice list of ones to watch tonight. So I'm excited to get to those. And I thought, why not do something? Now, because I am a stitch what you want when you want kind of person, I figured I'm going to do the same thing with Flossmas. I'm going to film what I want when it comes to this kind of December crafty fun. So that's being said, you may not get an extra video every day. All of my Friday videos will be the same as usual, my regular update. They may not be the same. In fact, I know they're not going to be the same every day. Today, we're going to talk about an ornament that I finished in the craft room that I'm super excited about. Maybe we'll do a few stitch with me's. I have some trading cards that I wanted to finish, and I used a fun little papering thing. And so I thought it might be fun to share that. And who knows what else we may or may not do. So it's going to be a surprise to you and me, as it always is. But I want to make these as quick, I want to make them quicker than my normal long rambling videos. So let's just get talking, okay? All right, I'm going to show you my final, and then I'm just going to talk about what I used and did with it, and then we'll let you go on your way to another fun Flossmas video. Here's my ornament, and I'm going to bring him up nice and close. Isn't he adorable? I absolutely love him. I love every part of him. I do have a little bit of fluff from my felt that I do have to just snip off. So ignore that right now. All right, let's talk what this ornament is. I had no idea when I came into the craft room this afternoon what I was going to do to finish him. I thought, he's been sitting there staring at me. Let's try to get a finish. He is from a magazine I want to say is called Gift of Stitching. I'm not sure on that. A few years ago, they gave a free issue, a digital issue. I snapped it, downloaded it, and this is from that. I want to say I've seen before at Christmas time, around the holidays, that they offer their full catalog, because they're no longer publishing, for half price a lot of times. So keep your eye out. You might be able to find that. This is, if you haven't guessed, a Prairie Schooler pattern, and it is 18 count vintage country Mocha that I stitched him on. Now, I had put him on his backing board. If you have not seen my videos before, I use, for my smalls, I just use the comic book board that a lot of people, including myself, use to wrap ribbon around, for fabric storage. So I store all of my fabrics, my cross-stitch fabrics, around comic book board. And I have extra, you have to buy these in a package of 100. So I thought, I could get a lot of little finishes with one piece, so why not do it? And that's what I've been doing. And I have a guillotine paper cutter, which does cut through these, so it's worked really well for me. So I wrapped him around the board, and then I sat and looked at him, and I had no idea what to do. And then I remembered I've seen people finish their ornaments with felt, and they've used things, I assume, like pinking shears, fabric shears. I don't have anything like that. And I loved the look. It was super cute. So I dug through what I had, and I realized that I have die cuts, and I have a die cutting machine. Why couldn't I do the same thing? And first I die cut through a backing board, and I was going to put something on that. And I didn't really love it. And then I remembered about the felt. Why couldn't I do the felt? Now, I have felt from Michael's that I use to back all of my pieces, but I also have, from years of paper crafting, and I'm calling it craft felt. It's a little bit thicker than some of the stuff I buy at Michael's. I have craft felt, I'm going to call it, from Papertrey Inc. Papertrey Inc. is a paper crafting company that sells stamps, polymer stamps, along with cardstock and ribbons and all sorts of embellishments and things like that. And in fact, they do a line of products where they have cardstock that matches different things. So at one point I had buttons that were this color. I've got the felt, I have ribbon and cardstock. So I could mix and match and create something matching. And these have been sitting, these felts, because I just really didn't know what to do with them. They've been sitting in a drawer for years. So I pulled it out, and then I have a lot of different die cuts that for years and years of paper crafting, I've loved to do some metal die cutting, and I have a big shot, and I pulled out this, and we're gonna get shadows now because it is nighttime. So the light's a little bit stronger than it would be with my normal videos. This is a Spellbinders metal die, and it came in a set. So I basically have a bunch of square scalloped dies that come in all different sizes, from small to large. I held this one up to this guy and realized that it was just slightly bigger, which was perfect sizing. And I used the die cut machine, the Big Shot. I cut through the felt with this metal die. Easy, it was very easy to do so. And I was able to just glue that onto the back of my stitching. The ribbon, I want to say, is also the same color. For those of you who may be wondering, it's called Pinefeather. It's one of my absolute favorite hunter greens for cardstock that I own. The cardstock itself is a little bit lighter than the felt, a little bit greener, but it's a beautiful, beautiful hunter green. And you might be able to tell that ribbon is a little bit lighter than the felt. And that's probably more what the cardstock is. So I actually accidentally matched it all without realizing what I was doing. I was just grabbing a bunch of things. And I just finished it off with a little bit of just black felt that I bought from Michael's. I cut it a little bit smaller, attached it with glue, and we are good to go. So that was my creative afternoon. I did some stitching this morning, but you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I have a finish to show you, so you have to come back to my video tomorrow. I may actually have 2 finishes to show you, stitching finishes. So, but I'm not going to say any more about that. But I got stitching done this morning, and then I decided to try my hand at doing a little bit of finishing, and I got this guy done. I thought I would be fun to share and to do a little bit of holiday filming. So here we go. That's it. And I hope you were enjoying the beginning of December, and I'm hoping maybe you're having some creative crafting fun, whatever that may be, maybe something a little bit different than you normally do, whether it's for the holidays or not. This month, I may show you things that have nothing to do with the holiday season, but I want to finish them off. I still have my little Halloween ornaments, so maybe this month I'll tackle those and we can talk about them. We'll see. So it may not always be holiday related, but it might be a lot of fun. So thank you if you stayed and watched, and until I see you next time, happy crafting.